Hey, this is Andrew, and I'm going to bring you a Keyforge deck reveal and review here. But first, I guess I wanted to make this as a quick little how-to for people who are maybe interested in trying to scoop up good deals and find decks that interest them at very reasonable prices. Um, and so, yeah, this is a deck that I got for $10 shipped, which is a pretty good deal for the deck that it is. And I know, I know some people really only want to play with decks that they opened, and I totally respect that. I personally think it's fine to play with decks that you bought. I would feel I tend to think, okay, I wouldn't want to win a casual tier tournament with something that I paid a bunch of money for. And generally speaking, I'm not somebody who is willing to spend a bunch of money on decks anyway. Excuse me. But I think Chainbound is pretty okay because you're gonna hit a wall with that pretty quickly. Um, and I also, yeah, I think for things like Prime or um, maybe even Store Championship, but really probably like Prime and Vault Tour and stuff like that. I think kind of anything is fair game in terms of what you want to bring. Um, yeah, but something I got for $10, I wouldn't feel bad about playing at any level. That's that's I you found a deal. So anyway, I'm just going to show you how I found this particular deck, which I think is a great deal at $10. And yeah, let's go for it. So we're on decksofkeyforge.com, and what I did is I had been playing and kind of just thinking, hey, I would like to explore a little more in the realm of decks that have Control the Weak. And there was a while where if you were looking for decks for sale with Control the Weak, they were pricey. So, but that's changed. There's a lot more on the market. There's competition. So yeah. So I went to decks. So on decksofkeyforge.com, you can go to the decks menu and then click on for sale. And there are over 10,000 decks for sale on the site. So quite a lot to choose from. And then I went here down here to cards, and I put that I wanted to look for decks with at least two Control the Weaks. And if I recall correctly, what was I looking for? I think I was looking for. Um, was I looking for anything beyond that? I guess maybe I wasn't. Okay, I kind of think I wasn't. That was really all I was looking for. Um, I have done a search. So, and notice there's 374 decks there. I have done a search for looking for that and Screaming Cave because I think that can be a pretty cool combo. But I've also come to feel that the Screaming Cave isn't totally necessary. So, um, yeah. And then I added up here in constraints. You can click the plus next to constraints, and I picked the asking price maximum of 30. And um, yeah, and we'll even go a little lower here, down to 20. Uh, and that limits us to 120 decks, which is, that's, you can kind of sort through that. Uh, there's a couple different views to look through here. I mean, making the page size 100 is helpful. Um, in the list view type that we're on here, which you can change down at the bottom of the left-hand panel on the site, uh, you can click on price to sort by price and look at cheap decks before expensive ones. And I wonder, I'm not sure if mine will still be listed here actually. No, it's not, which is cool. Um, that's cool. So yeah, and then I just started looking through. Okay, what looks interesting? Well, obviously I'm going to have Dees, but Dees Shadows tends to be, or Dees Logos rather, tends to be interesting. Um, Maybe I'm not super interested in seeing Untamed, but we can look at one, or Sanctum, but let's look at one with Dees Logos Untamed. That's cool. Um, so open that up, and here we have a deck with two Control the Weaks, a Shaffles, a Schuler, a Scrambler Storm, a Mother. I mean, this is a cool deck. Regrowth has Ancient Bear. The Untamed isn't fantastic, but the Logos is pretty good. I don't love the Double Dexter, but generally speaking, the Logos seems good. The Dees seems fantastic. Uh, yeah, and it's being sold for €6. It's a French deck. Now you might say, okay, well, I don't really want to deal with international shipping. Well, you can click on In My Country over here. Because I'm in the U.S., this limits me to now 68 decks, which is pretty reasonable. Yeah, and there are decks here for 20 and under that are, if we sort by SAS, that are going all the way up to 72 SAS. Look, here's one 69 SAS, which is in the 88th percentile or 89th percentile of SAS, for $9. Let's look at that one. I mean, two Control the Weaks, two Dust Imps, Schuler, Succubus, Shaffles, fair game. Keyhammer could be interesting. I don't love that, but we have Bumpsy and Smash and War Drummer. So you have some cool stuff there. Hebe the Huge. Gauntlet of Command. Burn the Stockpile. That's a great Amber Control card. Along with Cleansing Wave, Honorable Claim, Terms of Redress, Champion Tabris, Shoulder Armor. I mean, this seems pretty good. You have decent Amber Control, along with, again, two Control the Weaks, some steals, some board control, for $9. I didn't know it was rebout, but they're nice. They do $5 shipping, so you're at what, 14 at that point. And if you buy multiple from them, I know they ship the whole thing for 5. Yeah, and you can see lots more in here, right? I mean, if we take this down to $10, we still have 34 decks to pick from. Let's see if we can get decks with Logos in them. There's 7 options here. A lot of Dees Logos Mars. Oh, I know I looked at this one, and it seemed interesting. Hastings, the Dignitary of the Hide, 2 Control the Weaks, 2 Drumbles. I think I felt like that was too many Drumbles. Color of Subordination, that's cool. 2 Mothers, though, Random Access Archives, Bouncing Death Quark, and a pretty decent Mars spread for $6. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, all that to say, that's kind of the process I went through to arrive at the deck I'm going to be showing you in the rest of the video. But I wanted to give a quick preview, so if you're interested in how to do that, how to find something that would interest you at a reasonable price, I did that. And hey, if you do that, you might run into some of my decks that are for sale, some of which are pretty low. I actually need to go through and drop these. So, full disclosure, you might run into some of mine, and if so, that's great. I really need to drop some of these. They're too high. But that's why they're not moving. Anyway, fun times, fun stuff, and hope you find something you enjoy for a very reasonable price, and that I'll see you soon and we can forge some keys. Enjoy the deck review.